Typically on the first Saturday of every month, we try and do a presentation on how to be Elite Honors qualified. And I want to do that presentation, but I also want to show you some a new tool that you can use to be able to help clearly define what the Elite Honors program is all about. And then we also want to show you how to harness that in the context of what we call our 10-10 Club. It's something that we use in our organization, and we highly recommend it to everyone in your Synergy business. It's a structured way of taking the Elite Honors program and putting it into a structure that can significantly increase your organizational volume, leading to higher basic commissions, mega matches off of those that you personally sponsored, as well as higher leadership bonuses. And I think as we go through this presentation, everything will become pretty clear. Now, I want to start out on the Global Health Makeover website because we have 2 new PDFs that we created. Last week, we showed you the PDF for how to explain the Synergy compensation plan, how to make a presentation for a person to show them that they have 2 choices in their association with Synergy Worldwide. They can be either a preferred customer or they can join as a distributor. And we had a presentation tool that walked you through that. We recorded last week's call. If you have not had the opportunity to either listen to that and watch it, or if you did last Saturday, I know there were a lot of people who really enjoyed last Saturday's presentation. Not anything to do with me, but everything to do with how to use that form, that tool, to make a very clear presentation based upon where that individual's at. So you can be as detailed as you want to be. If a person doesn't know anything about network marketing, you can give them an overview. If a person knows about network marketing and is experienced in network marketing, then you can use that presentation tool in great depth and detail. Now, today we want to do the same thing with regards to the Elite Honors program. So starting out on the Global Health Makeover website, if you hover your cursor over Resources, you'll see a drop-down menu. If you click on Resource Tools, then what will happen is that will take you to the section of the Global Health Makeover website where this PDF is located. We're just waiting for that to come up. And again, when you're recording on a GoToMeeting platform, things slow down in time, so it sometimes takes a little longer for things to pop up than what you would like to. But once we get onto that, again, the location is under Resources. Click on Resource Tools, and you'll have a page that will pop up, and it's the first thing that you're going to see on that page. And again, I apologize for the length of time that it's taking. It's when you do these things live and you're dependent upon technology, sometimes it doesn't always work the way that you would like it to. Well, while we're waiting for that to come up, let me go ahead and get this PDF in place here. Okay. I'll come back to the Global Health Makeover website to see if that's loaded or not to show you the location. But this is that PDF. There's a front and a back, and what you see right now is the back side of the PDF. Last week we showed you the front side, and this is the front side of the PDF, the 2 basic choices. Last week we spent time showing you how you can make a presentation to an individual and ask them the question, which do you prefer to come in as, a preferred customer or as a distributor? So we did that presentation last week. This is the front side of the PDF. Let's go back to the back side. So today what we want to do is on the back side, when a person does become a distributor, we want them to understand how to be Elite Honors qualified. The Elite Honors program is your core building block. So we're going to focus on the left side of this PDF. And I'm going to walk you through this as if I was doing a presentation, and then I'm going to give you some real-life examples of what this looks like in real time with real people. Now, the Elite Honors program is our core building block for your Synergy business. And here in North America, we have 2 basic ways to be Elite Honors qualified. We have what we call the 650 up and 150 down method, or we have the 800 up alternative. Now, on the PDF, you can see that there's little arrows, 650 up and 800 up. That represents the CV or commissionable volume. Synergy Worldwide operates in 28 different countries with 28 different monetary systems. So every product or product combination, no matter what the monetary value placed on that product or product combination, it has what they call a CV or commissionable volume. So if something like a canister of Project Plus sold in Japan would have the same CV value as what it has here in America. Now, the 650 up or the 800 up alternative represents the CV volume attached to your Tracking Center 1 from 3 items: your monthly auto ship, any personal orders over and above your monthly auto ship, and any preferred customers and whatever they've ordered for the month. Always understand that your preferred customers are tied to your Tracking Center 1. Any of your preferred customers who also refer other people to become preferred customers so that they can earn the reward points for referring people to Synergy Worldwide to become preferred customers, all those referrals are also attached to your Tracking Center 1. So understand that any preferred customer that you've signed up personally and anyone that they then sign up as a preferred customer, all that volume is attached to your Tracking Center 1. And that volume, as they order things for the month, accumulates and is tied to your Tracking Center 1 and can create the 650 up or 800 up alternative. The next part that you see of the 650 up and the 150 down, the 150 down represents the CV volume, commissionable volume from anyone that you personally sponsor for that month. It would require that you would need to sponsor at least one new distributor because the minimum requirement for a new distributor to come in is here in North America is they have to come in with 150 CV of volume. Up in Canada, it's 100 CV, but here in the United States, it's 150 CV of volume. So they pay their activation order of $24.95, and then they would need to order enough inventory or product product for personal use, like maybe 4 canisters of mixed berry or 4 boxes of mixed berry, or maybe they want to come in with a jumbo jar plus 1, and they would use that as their activation order, and that would give them at least 150 CV of volume. If they do a jumbo jar plus 1, it would be 170, so that would be more than meet that requirement for the 150 down. And basically what you're looking to do is you're looking to get a total of at least 800 CV of volume attached to your Tracking Center 1, either through monthly auto ship, personal orders outside of monthly auto ship, preferred customer orders, or new distributors that join you in the Synergy business that you personally sponsor for that month. When you have that 800 up total volume in place, you are then Elite Honors qualified for the month. And again, I'm going to show you some real examples of what that looks like because there's always variations to anything. This is the basic format. And as I share with people, if you come into the end of the month and you don't have that new distributor where you don't have that 150 down, well, don't sweat it. You can make up the 150 by just having more customers. In fact, I'm going to show you when we come to the example of 2 people, myself, for last month for June. I didn't have any new distributors, but I was fully qualified as Elite Honors because I had more than enough volume on the 800 up. I have another distributor that had just slightly over 800. In fact, I have 2. And then I also have 2 distributors that had 650 up, 150 down, and I had another distributor that had most of their volume come through new distributors. I'll show you this in just a little bit. So there's a lot of variations to this. The key is you want 800 up attached to your Tracking Center 1 or more to be Elite Honors qualified. Now, in 2016, Synergy also has what they call the Elite Bonus Money. This is significant because it can put additional cash into your pocket over and above the regular compensation plan. And the Elite Honors Bonus Money doesn't take anything away from the normal compensation plan in Synergy Worldwide. This is in addition to the compensation plan. It's also designed to reward you for doing the right activities. What are the right activities? Well, gaining customers and sponsoring new distributors, those are the right activities. When you bring new distributors in, what is your primary objective? Your primary objective is to help them understand the Elite Honors program so that they can create for themselves their own 650 up, 150 down, or the 800 up alternative so that they can be Elite Honors qualified. Why is that important to you, which will also become important to them, is because if you're Elite Honors qualified for the month and you have 2 personally sponsored distributors who are also Elite Honors qualified in the same month, Synergy is going to give you an extra $250 of promotional money called their Elite Honors bonus money. If you're personally qualified as Elite Honors and you have 4 of your personally sponsored distributors who also are Elite Honors qualified in the same month, that bonus money jumps from $250 to $500. And if you can work towards having 10 people that you've personally sponsored who are Elite Honors qualified in the same month that you're Elite Honors qualified, that bonus money jumps from $500 to $1,200. And this is not one-time bonus money. This is bonus money for every month during 2016. So we're in July. We just started the second half of the year. We've gone through 6 months of this program, and we now have another 6 months to go. What Synergy plans to do in 2017, I don't know, but for 2016, we want to try and maximize this as much as possible. For myself personally, for 6 months now, I've had 4 or more distributors that I personally sponsored be Elite Honors qualified. So in addition to the regular compensation money that I've gotten from Synergy worldwide, I've earned an extra $500 over the last 6 months, and if my math skills serve me correctly, that put an extra $3,000 of Elite Honors bonus money into my pocket to help me grow my Synergy business. Now, before we talk about the 10-10 Club and how to harness this Elite Honors program in a structure that can begin to significantly grow your organizational value, leading to higher basic commissions, mega matches, and leadership bonuses, let me show you what this looks like from a real standpoint. Let me go back up to the top of this PDF. So this is what, if you look in your back office, you will see this Elite Honors overview of how you're doing for the month. This represents the month of June. If you go into your back office, they don't change this until they end the month. So typically, they allow you to, they hold June open until I think it's the first Thursday. So coming up next week, they'll most likely close everything off and do their books and generate all their payouts that they're going to do in terms of commissions. And then once they do that, then this screen will go back to 0 or wherever you're at for the current month of July. So what you see here is a snapshot of your progress towards being Elite Honors qualified. Up here in the right-hand corner, you see qualified. If you're not, then instead of being this a green yes, it would be a red no. They tell you your volume that's attached to your Tracking Center 1. They tell you any volume that is attached to any new people that you brought into Synergy Worldwide that you personally sponsored for the month. And then they combine your TC1 volume with your activation volume to give you your combined volume. So you can see that for myself, for the month of June, I had no new distributors that I brought into Synergy Worldwide. Already for July, I had a new distributor. I had a person who was wanting to join Synergy Worldwide on Monday of this week. So I told the person, rather than bring you in the month of June, and you would only have 3 days in which to work the month, it would better serve you if I waited until Friday, July 1st, and brought you in as a new distributor on July 1st so that you have your activation order in place, and then anybody that you bring into Synergy Worldwide who decides to be a preferred customer, you would immediately be in position to earn the 25% elite rebate. that makes sense to the person. It was the right thing to do for them so that they could maximize coming into Synergy Worldwide. And so I registered them as a distributor yesterday, July 1st. And so when this all resets itself, in my activation volume, I'll have 170 CV because that person came in with a jumbo jar +1. Now, I didn't sweat the fact that I didn't have any new distributors for the month of June because I have a large enough customer base of preferred customers that they guarantee that every month I will be Elite Honors qualified. In fact, if you drop down to this lower right-hand side where it says times qualified, you can see that I have a 15. Ever since the Elite Honors program has been put in place last year, every month I've been Elite Honors qualified. I practice what I preach to the people that I'm telling, that this is your core building block, and that if you develop a customer base, your customer base will automatically qualify you every month for being Elite Honors qualified. So whether I have new distributors join me or not, I'm always working to do that because new distributors will create organizational value. And if you want to get financially independent, then you need to have organizational volume and you need to be teaching the right types of activities to your new distributors. That's the 10-10 Club, which we'll talk about in just a little bit. But I never worry about the beginning of the month whether I'm going to be Elite Honors qualified at the end of the month because I have a large enough customer base that will automatically qualify me every month. Now, you'll notice down here that they have the Go Elite bonus. And I ended up with a month with 5 personally sponsored distributors who were also Elite Honors qualified, and they did it in different ways. What did that do for me? As you can see, it gave me a $500 bonus. So when Synergy pays out commissions on the 13th, 14th of July, whenever they're going to send that stuff out, because it's on an automatic transfer to my checking, my business checking account, in addition to my basic commission, mega matches, and leadership bonuses, Synergy is going to add on top of that $500 of the Go Elite bonus money. Now, in your back office, when you go into it, you see your toolbar across the top. If you hover your cursor over reports, you'll see a drop-down menu. And you'll see this thing, the last thing on the drop-down menu, it says Elite Honors Personally Sponsored. If you click on that, it will give you a window into all the people that you personally sponsored, and it will tell you where they're at towards becoming Elite Honors qualified. I use this tool all the time. I go in here and I can look at all the people that I personally sponsored and see who is close, who am I working with personally. You know, when we look at the 10-10 Club, this will become a little bit clearer, but it is my goal to work with the distributors that I've personally sponsored who are actively wanting to build their Synergy business. It is to my best interest to partner with them to help them be Elite Honors qualified each month. It helps put money in their pocket, and it helps me move this Go Elite bonus from 1 to 2 to 3, all the way. My goal now is to get to 10. My goal, like the 10-10 Club, is to have 10 personally sponsored distributors who are also Elite Honors qualified in the same month that I am so that I can earn the $1,200 bonus money. Well, this applies to you too. You know, you don't work towards 10. What you do is, if you don't have any, you work towards 1 and 2 and get those 2 in place. And then as you're sponsoring new distributors, you're working with them to help them understand the Elite Honors program, how to acquire customers and attract business builders so that they can create their 650 up or 800 up alternative to be Elite Honors qualified so that you can then earn bonus money, which then also applies to them. You'll see this progression in the 10-10 Club. This is why the 10-10 Club is such a powerful tool to harness the structure of the Elite Honors program in a format that will significantly grow your income. Now, as I go down through here, This might, let me just increase the size of this a little bit so that you can see. I've got Patrick Harms. He had 845 CV volume on his Tracking Center 1. That's over the 800 up alternative. So Patrick, as you can see, has been now Elite Honors qualified 5 times. Natural Cardio Solutions. They did it through a combination very similar to the 650 up, 150 down. David had 675 attached to his Tracking Center 1, and he had an activation order, or volume, so it means he brought in a new distributor, and that put him over the 800 CV requirement. And you can see that David has now been Elite Honors qualified 10 times. As I go down through here, you can see that Gerard is a new distributor who I brought into our Synergy family about 2 months ago. Well, Gerard sponsored 5 people in the month of June. So you can see that he had 900 CV just in activation order, and then he had 150 CV on his Tracking Center 1. So he had over 1,000 CV, more than the 800 needed, and he did it basically through sponsoring. Now, my goal to work with Gerard is to help Gerard understand that the people that he's sponsored in the Synergy worldwide, help them understand the power of the Elite Honors program and do a blend of customers and business builders to help Gerard with the 5 people that he's personally sponsored, help them understand how to be Elite Honors qualified, begin to put in the marketing strategies that resonate with them to help them gain their customers and attract their business builders so that they can be Elite Honors qualified. What will that do for Gerard? Well, that will help him as he gets 2 of them. Let me go back to this one. Oh, let me go back up here. That will help him that if he gets 2 of them, he'll earn an extra $250 of bonus money. If he has 4 of them do that, he'll get $500 of bonus money. That benefits Gerard. Plus, as you'll see when I show you some additional things on the 1010 Club, that will add a lot of volume in my organization. Well, Gerard is on my right-hand side. He's on the right-hand side of some people who is their weak leg. All that volume is going to strengthen their weak leg. I personally sponsored them. That means their weak leg is going to get stronger, so they'll be able to tap into their bank volume on their strong side and earn a higher basic commission because Gerard is growing. And so if they're earning a higher basic commission and I've sponsored them, I'm going to then earn a higher mega match because my mega match is a dollar-for-dollar match on their basic commission. The beauty of what Synergy Worldwide did in creating this Elite Honors program is it teaches you the right activities, which is any person that you come in contact with, they're a candidate to become involved with Synergy Worldwide, either as a customer, preferred customer, or as a distributor. So every outcome just increased your chances of having them say yes, because if they don't want to be a distributor, you don't have to try and convince them. Let them be a happy product user, because as a happy product user, they're going to create volume on your Tracking Center 1. You're going to earn an elite rebate from that. I'll show you what that looks like in just a second. And it's going to help you become qualified towards, or at least add volume towards being Elite Honors qualified. That creates volume. If you've got people doing the same thing underneath you in your organization and teaching the same process, that creates massive volume over time. That's what's going to get you to financial independence. Now, we saw what Gerard did. Then Donald, I know, is on the call today, and Donald had 810 CV of volume. So Donald did it through the 800 up alternative, and that put cash flow into Donald's pocket. Now, Elite Honors program creates cash flow to help you grow your Synergy business. Let's look at Natural Cardio Solutions. They had a 675 CV on their Tracking Center 1. When take out the 150 threshold to start earning elite rebates, meaning that on your Tracking Center 1, once you hit 150 CV of volume attached to your Tracking Center 1, anything above that, Synergy pays you an elite rebate. An elite rebate is 25% of the volume above 150. So David had 675 at the end of the month. Subtract out the 150. That meant that he had 525 CV eligible for elite rebate, or 25%. So David earned $131.25 in elite rebates. He had a new distributor that he personally sponsored. They came in with an activation order of 150 CV. What did that do? That generated for him a $25 fast start bonus. So by being Elite Honors qualified, David earned $156.25. Is that going to create financial independence? No. But if you structure this in the context of the 1010 Club, as I'm going to show you in a little bit, absolutely. When you begin to teach this structure down through your organization in the 1010 Club, it will make a huge difference in your other residual income streams from Synergy Worldwide. But if you do what I do, you can see that I had 2002 CV minus the 150. So Synergy paid me a 25% rebate on 1,852 CV, or $463 in elite rebates. That's cash flow. That's cash flow into my Synergy business. Now, no one on the call can tell me that you wouldn't like an extra $463 of income coming into your pocketbook every month. Is it financial freedom? No, but it certainly is positive cash flow. And for many people, that would more than take care of their car payment. And for some people, it might take care of their mortgage payment, or at least make a good dent in their mortgage payment. What does that do? It takes pressure off of your financial situation. In fact, if you look statistically, that if you look at the people who've gone bankrupt and you look at it from a statistical standpoint, the average is that if they had an extra $350 every month of coming into them from a cash flow standpoint, they could have avoided bankruptcy. That's how powerful this can be for a person's life. Is it financial freedom or independence? No, but it certainly takes financial pressure off of your monthly situation. And it all came through customers. Customers are always the heart of every business. Synergy Worldwide understands it. Plus, the FTC is going after network marketing companies that only focus on recruiting. Synergy Worldwide has given us a system that heavily weighs towards customers in their Elite Honors program. So they've protected us. They're teaching us how to build a legitimate business that the government looks at and saying, okay, Synergy Worldwide is teaching their distributors to do the right kinds of activities and treat this like a business, and a business all revolves around customers. That's the power of the Elite Honors program, is it provides you with a customer base that creates for yourself the ability to be, like myself, automatically qualified every month to be Elite Honors qualified, can put some significant cash flow into your Synergy business. And when you harness this now into the structure of the 1010 Club, can make a huge difference. So let's look at what the 1010 Club represents. There are just 3 levels or goals to the 1010 Club. Goal number 1, be Elite Honors qualified each month. So on your Tracking Center 1, you want to be Elite Honors qualified. Goal number 2 is to teach and help 10 of your personally sponsored distributors be Elite Honors qualified each month. Now, ideally, you'd like to have 5 on your left and 5 on your right. For new distributors coming in that you personally sponsor, you can teach them the technique that when they bring their first person on, put them on their left side, and when they bring their next person on, bring them on the right side. And go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and then work with the people that you personally sponsor. Help them understand the Elite Honors program. Find out if that resonates with them, if that's what they want to do. Are they committed to their Synergy business? If they are, this is the basic building block. You know, as I showed you from the previous examples, there's multiple ways of being Elite Honors Qualified. All it is creating that 800 that Synergy's looking for that's attached to your Tracking Center 1, either through monthly auto ship, orders outside your monthly auto ship, preferred customers, or new distributors that you've sponsored for that month. And so your second goal is to begin to build for your 10. And some of the people that you sponsor are not going to end up doing anything, and other ones will do a lot. Your goal is to find the ones that want to be Elite Honors because they're the ones that you want to personally invest your time in. Rather than trying to convince someone to be Elite Honors Qualified, you want to just show them how to be Elite Honors Qualified, have them make the commitment, and then you partner with them to help them. But if they're not committed, don't try and convince them. Just continue to do the Elite Honors program, sponsor new distributors, and find the 10 that you want to work who are really invested and want to be Elite Honors Qualified, and then work with them to help them be Elite Honors Qualified. What's the next goal of the Elite Honors program? Is to take and work with your 10 personally sponsored distributors who are Elite Honors Qualified, help them find their 10, and work with them in that process. So your first goal is to be Elite Honors Qualified. Your next goal is, as you sponsor, identify your 10 over time that want to be Elite Honors Qualified, work with them to help them be Elite Honors Qualified, and then in goal number 3, help the 10 that you personally find their 10. And again, ideally for them, 5 on their left, 5 on their right. Now, on this form, we don't attach any numbers to this, but this is extremely powerful in terms of what it can do for you in being able to create residual income. It's all about sponsoring. And as a new distributor, you're going to place one on your left side and the next one on your right side and keep going back and forth in that process, because anyone that they also add, like if you brought in a new distributor, for example, I brought George in yesterday, and I placed George on my right-hand side. And so anyone that George brings in, so any volume that George creates through his preferred customers, and anyone that George sponsors, all that volume's on my right-hand side. Now, if George was on my left-hand side, the same thing would apply. So any person that I bring into my left-hand side next, I'm going to want to work with them and help them do the same thing. And so any volume that they and anyone that they sponsor and anyone that they sponsor and down on to infinity, because there's no cap to the depth of your left or right-hand side, all that volume accumulates. Now, what does that mean? Well, there's all different ways of what this will represent, but if I was in your organization, I would represent a whole lot more than 150 CV of volume every month to you. For David, basically David did the 650 up, 150 down method. So if he had 650 up and 150 down, what he would have represented to me is 550 CV of volume. And David, as we saw, earned just slightly over $150 by being Elite Honors Qualified. Well, if I've got 5 on my left and 5 on my right, which is the second goal, you know, the first goal of being in the 10-10 Club is to be personally Elite Honors Qualified, and then the second goal or objective is to have my left and 5 on my right. What would that represent to me in monthly income? Well, when I've got 10, and it doesn't matter whether the 10 are all on left side or 10 are all on right side, or 5 on left and 5 on right, or 4 on the right or left and 6 on the right, whatever, if they're Elite Honors Qualified, that's going to give me $1,200 of bonus money. And then I've computed these different numbers. When you add it up at the end of the month, I would have earned not quite $2,000 in monthly income. Again, it's not financial independence, but it certainly is great cash flow because most likely that $2,000 of extra income took care of your mortgage payment, your car payment, and a few other bills that you might have, and that's significant. If you didn't have a car payment and you didn't have a mortgage payment, you most likely would have really positive cash flow from your current job. So what does this do? This creates for you some serious cash flow. Now, what happens when you, again, teach the structure of the 10-10 Club? Here's the third goal of the 10-10 Club. I'm Elite Honors Qualified. I've got my 5 and 5, and I'm teaching them to get their 5 and 5. What does that represent in terms of volume and in money to you? Well, again, you can see how your basic commissions have significantly jumped. Your mega matches are almost equal to your basic commissions. You're now tapping into the leadership bonus. Leadership bonus is money paid to you on your strong side. There's a formula that Synergy has. I'm not going to go into it. You can always look at the compensation plan and figure that one out. But when you add it all up, I'm now just slightly short of $5,700 on a monthly basis. Now, is this going to happen overnight? No. But if I'm applying the Elite Honors Program personally, teaching the Elite Honors Program to everyone that I personally sponsor, and putting it into the structure of the 10-10 Club, and it takes me 2 years to do this, or a year and a half, or less, depending upon how aggressive I want to be towards sponsoring, and then working with the people that I personally sponsor to help them achieve success in being Elite Honors Qualified. Well, if I take $5,700 and multiply that by 12, that's $68,400. That is higher than the average income in America. And understand average income is what it means, average. Some people make less and some people make more. So for every person who's making less than $68,400 for the year, what do they now have? They have the opportunity to make a decision. Do I leave the job that I hate, or maybe they love the job that they're at and they want to continue? Well, then this is all extra money coming into them on a monthly basis. That's an extra $68,000 of income on a yearly basis that they can do something with. Maybe put that money into a fund for their kids' college, or put it into retirement, or whatever they might want to do with that income. It is significant. Or maybe they hate their job, and they're tired of their $40,000 job, and they're tired of listening to their boss tell them to do all these different things and getting paid minimally for all the work that they do for the company that they work for so that that company can prosper. Now they're in position to make a decision. They can leave that because they have in place a program that is continuing to grow and develop that gives them the financial independence to make a decision that will allow them to still take care of their family, but be able to enjoy the ability to do what they love best, which is help people improve their health, blessing lives with better health as they grow a vibrant network marketing business. Now, here is the power of the 10-10 Club, because there's just 3 levels to this. So what happens when I teach my first personally sponsored distributor and they've made the commitment to be Elite Honors Qualified? What do? I want to also show them the power of the 10-10 Club. What are they then going to be doing for themselves? They're going to be doing the same things that I'm doing. They're going to work to find their 5 people, and then they're going to help their 5 people find their 5 people, and teach this concept down through their organization. And when you do that, and when you teach the Elite Honors Program down through your organization in the structure of the 10-10 Club, it creates exponential growth, because you're combining duplication powered with exponential growth, that as you get that and you get that 4th level built out completely, you're looking at $53,000 in monthly income. Now that is both financial independence and financial freedom. And somewhere between $5,700 on a monthly basis to $53,000 on a monthly basis, you have created the ability for that person to have both financial independence and financial freedom. And the beauty of being with Synergy Worldwide is we have a company that is rock solid in its stability financially, and they're rock solid in their product line. In fact, Progen Plus is patent pending. The new microbiome system that they're going to be launching in the fourth quarter, don't know the exact date, indications are November, but I'm not positive on that. But the microbiome, I do know this. The new microbiome system that Synergy is going to launch already has peer-reviewed clinical studies to it that outperform anything else that's in the marketplace. It's currently patent pending, both the product design and the delivery system. And when Synergy launches that, we'll have another tool to help people improve their health that will be patented or patent pending, which gives us protection as distributors, allowing us to enter the marketplace with the flat-out best microbiome system in the world to improve the gut health of people. And most of the emerging science is showing that most diseases first start in the gut. And so that's the targeted area. Plus, they also showed us that when you improve gut health, you also improve the reserve of nitric oxide in the person's system. And we already know the power of nitric oxide therapy for improving cardiovascular health. We'll have such a powerful system and a powerful program delivery system that we'll have a leg up on the competition. And because it's patent pending or patented, they can't duplicate what we're doing. So we'll also have the ability of protection, and that's the direction that Synergy Worldwide and Nature Sunshine and Dr. Matthew Tripp and the Hughes Center for Research and Innovation, they're putting in place products that are going to significantly improve the health of people and have them with peer-reviewed clinical studies that from anything else in the marketplace that are also patented or patent pending to give us, again, the leg up in the nutrition industry so that we become not just a good company, but a great company that dominates the nutrition industry to go from 130 million where they're at now to a $500 million where they want to be in the next 4 to 5 years to well beyond the $500 million mark, because we will have a company that is rock solid in both finances and in product line that is significantly changing the health of America and other places around the world that Synergy operates in, that we will see such significant growth that this aspect of what harnessing the Elite Honors Program can do in the structure of the 1010 Club can be significant. Now, I've given a lot of information. Hopefully Judy was able to record it on the GoToMeeting platform side of the equation here. Do I have any questions from anyone at this point in time before we say goodbye and wish you all a fantastic 4th of July weekend? Do we have any questions? If you do, you can unmute yourself.
Dan, it's Homer.
Dan, I don't have a question.
You can type them into the chat. Go ahead.
It's Homer. I just want to say that that was a great explanation of the 1010 Club. I've seen your video before, but this really hit home. I really hope that it's recorded, because this will be a great third or fourth intro into the business for a new person. So this is great. Thank you.
You're welcome, Homer, and I can see on my screen for the back office for GoToMeeting that the session is being recorded, so hopefully everything comes out right. Anyone else have any comments or questions with regards to what you saw today?
Dan, it's Donald.
All right. Yes, Donald.
I just want to say that it's a very powerful webinar today. And residual income is one of the other ways we can talk about that income. Some people understand residual income, meaning you get up and it's there. That's what we're talking about. That's how powerful that is.
Yeah, Donald, I'm glad you brought that up because, see, that's what the 1010 Club is all about. That if people understand the 3 levels or goals, when I bring in a new personally sponsored distributor, first I've got to help them understand how to be Elite Honors qualified. Once we've got that in place and we've got their marketing strategies in place to acquire their customers and attract their business builders, then we want to go to the next level and help them understand the power of teaching that down through their organization, finding their 10 on, or their 5 on their left and their 5 on their right. And then what do? Well, they can see the power of the 1010 Club from an income standpoint. And so now they want to duplicate the 1010 Club, and hopefully this process also then helps people that they've sponsored understand the power of the 1010 Club to create that residual income so that they duplicate the 1010 Club, and that just continues to grow down through your organization where people understand Elite Honors program, core building block, harness it in the structure of the 1010 Club to create for yourself long-term residual income that can grow to significant levels that provide financial independence and then financial freedom. Anyone else with any comments before we say goodbye?
Thank you, Dan.
All right. Well, I want to, yes, go ahead.
Dan, I just want to thank you.
And Dan, I just want to thank everybody for getting on the webinar today and giving up, you know, an hour of this beautiful holiday weekend. And thank you so much for explaining this in a simplistic way so that we can all understand. And I'd like to wish everybody a happy 4th of July.
Thank you, Judy.
Thank you, Judy.
Thanks
for
everybody.
running the back office for me.
No problem.